start here. Tell us the specifics about how this technology is going to work.
Yeah. Well, traditionally the way radio stations have been doing ad substitution is they've just been relying exclusively on the metadata coming out of an automation system. And if there's any network latency or computer load issues, there might be some timing problems where it may be off by 200 milliseconds a second, and you hear those little blips that cut in and out. And we decided that we needed to approach this problem differently. So instead of just relying on those metadata signals, we're also, our patent pending technology is scanning the audio that's coming from a studio, and it's looking for transitions. It's looking for a different voice picking up the microphone, or a different liner playing underneath. Maybe a little bit of silence that's not audible to the human ear, but a computer algorithm can detect that. And it's combining all of those metrics together to be able to say that we have a high degree of confidence that the transition occurred at this point in the audio, and that's where we're going to begin doing ad insertion.
And are you saying that this is better than anything we have out there in the radio marketplace now?
As far as we know, this is the only approach where the actual audio of a station is being scanned rather than the metadata, and that's an inherently more successful way to solve this problem.
And explain it a little bit more basic when you say that it's scanning the, not scanning the metadata, but scanning the audio, and what that should mean to a manager who should consider this.
Yeah, well, if you just think about, I guess as most people in the radio industry have seen audio in an audio editor, and you see what those waveforms look like, and there's certain characteristics there that mathematically our computer algorithm can search for that exact transition point. And that allows us to make sure that your online stream sounds just as good as what you're doing on the FM side.
And what else, as far as ad insertion, should they know about in terms of targeting that you were talking about?
We feel that it's very important to do the ad replacement instead of at the studio level and just swapping out all of the ads there and creating this surplus of inventory that you feel you need to fill with PSAs and jazz music and anything just to fill that up. That a better strategy is to do it at the server level. And we at StreamON have adopted the AdsWiz platform, which allows us to do targeting at the server level, but it also gives us the ability to do selective replacement. So rather than just swapping out everything, we can say we're just going to do ad substitution when it makes sense, when we have an ad buy that makes sense to do that.